Did you know that in some parts of the world people actually marry the dead? This is not a horror movie plot, but a real practice known as ghost marriage. It mainly exists in certain Asian cultures, particularly in China and Taiwan. Imagine the shock of learning your neighbor just held a wedding ceremony, and one side of the aisle was empty. This is the reality in some communities where ghost marriages persist, a tradition both fascinating and unsettling to many. Ghost marriages in China are not a recent phenomenon. They have roots in ancient beliefs and traditions dating back over 3,000 years. These practices were deeply embedded in the cultural fabric of ancient Chinese society, reflecting a profound connection between the living and the dead. The concept of maintaining harmony with the spirits of ancestors was paramount, and ghost marriages were one of the many ways this harmony was sought. Traditionally, these marriages were performed for a variety of reasons. One of the primary reasons was to appease the spirits of those who died young and unmarried. It was believed that without a proper marriage, the spirits of the deceased would be restless and bring misfortune to the living. This belief was so strong that families would go to great lengths to find a suitable match for their deceased loved ones, sometimes even arranging marriages between two deceased individuals. Another reason was to provide a deceased sibling with a spouse in the afterlife. This was seen as a way to ensure that the family lineage continued, even in the spiritual realm. The ceremony itself often involves elaborate rituals and offerings to appease the spirits. These rituals could include the burning of paper effigies, which represented material goods that the deceased might need in the afterlife, such as houses, servants, and even money. Families go to great lengths, even hiring priests and preparing feasts. These rituals are not just about the deceased, they are also a way for the living to show respect and fulfill their duties to their ancestors. The preparation of these ceremonies could take weeks or even months, involving meticulous planning and significant financial expenditure. The community often played a role, with neighbors and extended family members contributing to the preparations. The offerings made during these ceremonies often include food, money, and other valuable items. These are believed to provide comfort and sustenance to the spirits in the afterlife. The types of food offered were carefully chosen, often including the favorite dishes of the deceased, symbolizing the ongoing care and love from their family. Money, usually in the form of joss paper, was burned to ensure that the spirits had the means to live comfortably in the afterlife. The rituals are intricate and require careful preparation. Every detail is considered important, from the type of offerings to the specific prayers recited. The prayers were often specific to the needs and personality of the deceased, reflecting a deep understanding and respect for their life and character. The involvement of priests was crucial, as they were believed to have the knowledge and power to communicate effectively with the spiritual world. In modern times, while the practice has declined, it still exists in some rural areas. The enduring nature of ghost marriages highlights the deep respect for tradition and the spiritual beliefs that continue to influence Chinese culture today. Despite the modernization and urbanization of China, these ancient practices serve as a reminder of the country's rich cultural heritage and the enduring importance of family and ancestral connections. In today's China, ghost marriages face growing criticism. This ancient practice, once widely accepted, is now under intense scrutiny. The rapid pace of modernization has brought about significant changes in societal values and norms, making many traditional practices seem out of place in the contemporary world. They are often viewed as superstitious and outdated, clashing with the rapid modernization and technological advancements of contemporary Chinese society. Media coverage frequently highlights the bizarre and anachronistic nature of ghost marriages, further fueling public skepticism and disapproval. The practice is often seen as incompatible with modern values and is even illegal in some areas. Legal authorities have taken steps to curb these marriages, considering them a relic of the past. In some regions, strict penalties have been imposed to deter people from engaging in such practices, reflecting the government's stance on preserving a modern image. Despite legal challenges and societal disapproval, ghost marriages persist in some communities, highlighting the enduring power of tradition and belief. In rural areas, especially, these customs hold a significant place in the cultural fabric. For many, these rituals are not just about superstition, but are deeply intertwined with their identity and heritage. The reasons for these marriages have also shifted, with some families driven by factors like inheritance disputes. The desire to ensure that family wealth remains within the lineage can be a powerful motivator. In some cases, ghost marriages are arranged to secure the family's financial stability, ensuring that property and assets are not lost to outsiders. Additionally, there is a desire to find a caretaker for the deceased's grave, ensuring that the spirits of the departed are honored and remembered. This blend of old and new reasons keeps the practice alive, even in the face of modern opposition. The Qingming festival, for instance, is a time when families come together to honor their ancestors, and ghost marriages can play a role in these commemorations, bridging the gap between past and present. The motivations behind ghost marriages are complex and varied. These ancient practices are deeply rooted in cultural traditions and beliefs that have been passed down through generations. They are not merely superstitions, but are seen as essential duties that families must fulfill to maintain harmony and balance within their lineage. Sometimes it's about fulfilling the wishes of a deceased loved one who yearned for marriage. Families believe that by arranging a ghost marriage, they are granting the final wish of their loved one, ensuring their happiness in the afterlife. This act of love and respect is seen as a way to provide peace and contentment to the departed soul, allowing them to rest without regrets. In other cases, it's about maintaining family honor and lineage, as an unmarried son's spirit is believed to bring misfortune. The family might feel a strong sense of duty to uphold their honor and prevent any bad luck from befalling them. This sense of duty is deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric, where the actions of one family member can impact the entire lineage, both in this life and the next. There's also the practical aspect, ensuring the deceased is not alone in the afterlife and has someone to care for their spirit. This belief underscores the importance of companionship and support, even beyond the grave. The idea that the deceased should not be left to wander alone is a testament to the enduring bonds of family and the lengths to which they will go to ensure the well-being of their loved ones. These reasons reveal a deep-seated belief in the afterlife and the importance of family ties that extend beyond death. The rituals and ceremonies associated with ghost marriages highlight the enduring connection between the living and the dead, emphasizing that love, honor, and duty do not end with death but continue to shape the lives of those left behind. The practice serves as a poignant reminder that the bonds we form in life are not easily broken by death, and that the responsibilities we hold towards our family members transcend the physical world, echoing through the corridors of time and tradition.